Hey y'all, welcome back. All right, let's go ahead and dive in and see what Divine Holy Spirit has for the collective. The cards are all upright and in order by way of major arcana through each element. Thank you for being here. Divine Holy Spirit of the highest white light consciousness, what do you have for the collective? Whoops, sorry. What does the collective need to know and be made aware of? Okay, so stuff is toppling over here. All right, here we go. I heard guarantee just now. What's the guarantee about, Spirit? I heard loneliness. Uh-oh. So somebody's... Okay, well, I was getting ready to say it so freely, but then it was like, yeah, that's what I'm supposed to say. So somebody's life is over. Is what the sentiment was. Okay, so there's a guarantee of loneliness. So their life is over. So I feel like their life being over, meaning their quality of living. So if something was, definitely they were able to move about and do this and do that, take advantage of people whenever they want, have people at their beck and call for them to, use and abuse, like nobody's around now. It's like pure loneliness because nobody F's with this person. So they're definitely sentenced to a life of loneliness is guaranteed. That's the energy, y'all. Wow. I heard stifled. So stifled means nothing's moving. It's staying still. So that would be confirmation. I'm hearing people on the side like that's what they get. Like they have like a little cheering squad of people who had been on the other end of their abuse. So this sounds like I'm hearing multitude. So multiple people are, I heard collaborating. So maybe people came together against this person. So that means they had to know about each other. So somehow maybe they were able to meet and hook up and say, no, this person's going down. And so they made it happen with the whole person standing on the side. Well, it was a group of people, but somebody spoke out and said, that that's what they get. It was a female, by the way. It was a feminine energy. Wowzers, that's what they get, huh? Okay. I hope y'all are doing well. I know you are. I know you are. I know you are. I heard it's a brighter day, like I was told to tell you that, like you are in that era of your journey to where it is brighter, or it's becoming brighter. So congratulations, I should say. Thank y'all for your likes, your shares, your comments, donations, considerations of subscriptions to the channel, and also the membership area. I know I haven't been as active, but you guys, I can't come before you all without me knowing that I'm good. So I'm not gonna just come to you because I need to put out a video every day or 2 a day or 3 a day. That's not even my flavor, y'all. Y'all see, y'all already know. Y'all know what we're working with over here. When I'm pulled to the cards, I'm going to the cards. All right, here we go, y'all. I'm being told to say that I have no quota. I don't have to reach any sort of demands here. I'm not under any restrictions or guns or anything like that, so thank God. My livelihood does not depend on YouTube or these readings, but our journey does, right? So that's why I show up, y'all. I'm here for y'all. All right, here we go. We got some cards out here. We got quite a few. So we speaking of loneliness here, okay, we got a page. I'm sorry, why did I say page, y'all? I mean, if it's a reduction, a demotion, but we had, it is a Knight of Pentacles. I wanted to say had, but it's a Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So they're no longer to make these swaps, these energy exchanges with people, because that's what they were doing, but they were using money as some sort of pawn energy. So that's why I said what I said with the page, because somebody was like trying to appear like who they really weren't. So if you look at a page energy, that's something that represents or symbolizes innocence. So by me wanting to call this Knight of Pentacles reverse a page, that just licensed that energy that we were going through before, as this person can no longer use and abuse. Like they're suffering or guaranteed a life of loneliness. So once upon a time, if the Knight of Pentacles, when they were in the upright, they were able to go and journey and venture and do and say and spend and buy and manipulate with money all that they could, all the people that they wanted to. I heard wrangled. So they had like even communities of people that they were using. I heard torturing, but these people would not have known it as somebody who, they would not have known this Knight of Pentacles as somebody who would eventually torture them. That's the sentiment. They didn't see it coming because this person was well disguised. They were good at it. I mean, if you think about it, if they had that much experience by way of multitude of people, because we heard multitude in the channeling, they had a lot of experience with this. So no, you didn't see it coming. But you know, with that Pentacle energy, they're trying to push something in your face that's enticing. That Pentacle is enticing. So if it came by way of their appearance, what they were driving, how they were dressed, you know, what they could say to try to persuade you, like if they name dropped anything to let you know that they had all of this on their resume or whatever places they've worked, people they've met, even showing you pictures of smiling faces and them smiling. Y'all get the gist. They had all that. I'm hearing a repertoire. I don't even use that word, but that's what they used. They had it, and they were able to get away with whatever they were doing in exchange for that energy. So yeah, we got it, Spirit. Thank you. Not no more though. Not no more. That game is over. That game is over. All right, we got some cards next to this. So I'm looking down at the table. I see the Ten of Swords on the header of this energy in particular. So there's a completion that was brought. It's over for them. Got the Ten of Swords here. I heard missionary just now. When I looked at the card, missionary. So when I think of missionary, I'm thinking that's like a submissive, like they have no choice. They have to lie in this position is what I'm hearing. So that's what it is. They got to take all 10 of these swords. Y'all, I got another reference just now. I'm going to say it, but I'm not going to say the whole thing. It's like being gang, R-A-P-E-D. That could have something to do with the energy. This person could literally be feeling like they're being like that interpretation. I don't know how else to explain that. I don't want to go into detail because I don't want to trigger anyone. But that's what I heard. So if they're getting effed left, right, up, down, side to side, that's what it is. Every angle they're getting it with this Ten of Swords. That would be the sentiment. All right, let's see what's underneath this energy so we can understand what's going on. We got the Five of Pentacles, so nobody wants to deal with them. Whatever exchanges that they were making, because that's over, nobody's believing them anymore. They're like, you know what, you can keep that pentacle and whatever else you're trying to pitch to me to get me to, you know, let you in. So the let me in with the Five of Pentacles, that means they're out in the cold. So let me in, that could mean this person need a place to stay. This person was laying up with people just to have a roof over their head. So that means they were playing games with people in that regard. Like whatever they were telling them, I heard fishing. So they were looking and fishing and hoping somebody took the bait, is the understanding here. But they can no longer trick people in that way. So they're definitely out in the cold. So they're getting banged left and right was the Ten of Swords energy. So that's one way. Nobody's believing them. They can't fall for, they're not going to fall for whatever that pentacle was in the very beginning. It's not happening anymore. They're like, you can keep it. No thanks. Behind that, we have a King of Cups reverse. So I already mentioned like a manipulator, because that's what they were doing with this pentacle energy. They were manipulating people. But I feel like it was in order to see what they can get, obviously. But if that meant that they were taking from others, stealing, that could be physically, energetically, then yes. But I'm hearing that we don't even know like the capacity of the items or the value of the things that they were taking. Like we're even talking about possibly property this Knight of Pentacles reverse was taking. So it wasn't like $20 from your wallet when you weren't looking. We're talking about objects, but objects of value. Like if this person were able to manipulate, I heard manipulate the pants off of you. So that was one way. So energetically they were getting into a person's, I guess I could say, root chakra energy, to where it was, I heard developmental. So that process of playing on the root chakra energy, I'm hearing tragedy even. So it could have been some stories attached to the manipulation to the sexual organs, root chakra energy. So this person was feasting off of that. They say money is connected to the root chakra, so this all adds up. All right, so Spirit, tell us more about this King of Cups reverse, though. I almost said King of Swords, y'all, but King of Cups reverse. Tell us more about this. Show me what they look like or what they're doing. Show me their actions, please. I saw like an elderly person here. So somebody who definitely could be taken advantage of. Somebody who definitely could add this person, this Knight of Pentacles reverse, to the, what do they call that? You know, when an elderly person is not able to see for after themselves anymore. Oh, power of attorney. So this Knight of Pentacles reverse, because I said there was something about value. They weren't going after the $20 bill. They were going after property. So in the midst of that, even, I didn't get it out, but it was feeling paperworky, like just put my name on that, is what this Knight of Pentacles, that would have been their end result goal. I need my name on that document or that certificate or that deed, or, you know, that's where that was going. So now when I'm being shown an elderly person in the King of Cups reverse, I'm like, damn, that's messed up. They were taking advantage of the elderly. Excuse me. So if they were doing favors, like sexual favors, if that's how they were able to tap in and get in good with the, then believe what you believe when you see that vision. Yes, it's true. Because that vision, it's giving me like somebody's going to get a vision of a person and this person, like the elderly person who you're thinking about and this Knight of Pentacles reverse who you were already thinking about. Yeah, that's the connection. So imagining them two, or this Knight of Pentacles doing favors for that elderly one, sexual favors, you got it. You got it. That's them. Behind the King of Cups reverse, we have the Strength card. So this was able, okay, so with the Strength card, it was giving me automatically that the Knight of Cups reverse, I'm sorry, the King of Cups reverse would have needed someone, almost like anyone, because they needed help. So that's giving me like a widower, somebody who wasn't able to do for themselves because they're, you know, up in age or elderly, but, you know, they might have a little home that they own or something, you know, a little car outside, not much, but it's theirs, it's paid for. I heard target. So these individuals are either just, this King of Cups reverse was targeted by this Knight of Pentacles reverse, but it's like this King of Cups reverse was by themselves. They're lonesome. So I'm being reminded of the loneliness in the beginning. They were alone. They had no one. I'm hearing open sesame. I was even shown like a target, like at a gun range. I've never been to a gun range, but like a target. I saw that. So this was like a bullseye sort of energy, like got them. That's what the Knight of Pentacles would have said. All right, behind the Strength card, y'all, we got an Ace of Cups. So, ooh, okay. I didn't mean to say ill. I guess I said ill because what I was feeling was, did these two get married? Did they fall in love? But I didn't mean to say ill because of that. I'm just saying because this Knight of Pentacles had a plan from the beginning, was to take advantage of the Knight of Cups. With the Knight of Cups, why do I call them a Knight of Cups, y'all? They're a King of Cups. This King of Cups was taken full advantage of, but it might have been like with the Strength card upright and the Ace of Cups upright, a good thing for them, but they got taken advantage of. So if they were lonely, like this Knight of Pentacles reverse opened up their world again to strength and, you know, I guess making them feel young again. Ace of Cups gave them a whole new outlook on believing in love again. But I'm telling you, I don't mean I'm telling you, but what I've been seeing from the beginning was, this Knight of Pentacles reverse being a masculine, and then the King of Cups reverse being a masculine as well. So it is a same-sex situation here, which is fine, y'all. I just don't like that, this Knight of Pentacles came in as a gold digger, because that's really what they are. And this King of Cups got taken advantage of, but it did assist them in some way. That sounds strange for me. I feel weird saying that, but with these two cards upright, that's how I have to interpret that. That it was like the King of Cups was going downhill, but this Knight of Pentacles really came in and redefined some things for the King of Cups. All right, y'all, we got a 9 of Pentacles here. Spirit, tell me about the 9 of Pentacles. Oh, shoot. Okay, I heard granddaughter. I heard granddaughter just now. So maybe that was the introduction. Maybe possibly that's how this Knight of Pentacles became acquainted with this King of Cups reverse, was through a 9 of Pentacles granddaughter. So y'all painting the picture with me? So this granddaughter could be 19, 20, 21, 70, 80 could be the King of Cups, their age. And then, the Knight of Pentacles could be in their 40s or their 30s. I heard on upward to 50, so 45-ish, we'll say. Wow. So I'm hearing not to cross the line, but I was getting ready to say, I'm wondering if the Knight of Pentacles was dealing with this 9 of Pentacles before they were even 19 years old. So if they were dealing with this 9 of Pentacles before they were, what do you call that? What is the word, y'all? This ain't even my world, so I don't even know how to call these things. They're age appropriate, whatever the word is for this 9 of Pentacles, because they could have been 16, 17 even when, they were dealing with this. Y'all, this is gross. I'm sorry. This is gross. I'm trying to get through this right now. I'm stumbling. I was stumbling earlier, and I know now why. Y'all, what? So you definitely looking at some kind of silly soap opera energy here. This Knight of Pentacles met this 9 of Pentacles. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't even with this energy. I can't. This Knight of Pentacles, I heard formally introduced, met this 9 of Pentacles energy, and we're gonna find out who this is, by the way, but I'm already getting all the tea. And they were dealing, I heard inappropriately, so they were having consensual sex, but this 9 of Pentacles is underage. So the 9 of Pentacles says, I got a granddad, I got to go take care of my granddad, I live with my granddad. My granddad, yeah, he owns this house, because this is the Knight of Pentacles looking for opportunities. So they're like, oh, your grandfather owns this house? And the 9 of Pentacles is like, yeah, but he owns this, and he gets a check every month for this amount. And this 9 of Pentacles, with her immature self, she might have been destined to receive this house. But I'm telling you, with the paperwork and the deed information, and I told y'all this Knight of Pentacles, I didn't tell y'all, Spirit told y'all through me, this Knight of Pentacles wanted the prize. They didn't want the $20. They wanted the deed. They want the house. They want the car. And we heard Target and Bullseye and all that. Let me keep going, y'all. This 9 of Pentacles, I didn't even see this coming. Yikes. Now oh my, let me just go. Let me stay with the cards, y'all. 9 of Pentacles. So look behind that. 3 of Swords. Look at this. Because the poor little 9 of Pentacles thought it was all about her. She had no idea this Knight of Pentacles was headed toward the deed to the house. That's what they wanted Forget everything else. I mean, we could talk about making those. We could talk about, this is what I'm hearing y'all, the Knight of Pentacles saying. We could talk about, you know, making adjustments with the checks, you know, that your grandfather gets. You know, maybe, you know, something with a bank account. Maybe getting a new bank account or finding some way to finesse that whole thing. Because this King of Cups, oh my God. Look at the Three of Swords, y'all. We talking about 3 people here. And we got them right here. We've been talking about them the whole time. Oh my God. So really what you need to know is this Knight of Pentacles was sleeping with the grandfather, the King of Cups, or doing whatever oral favors or whatever, or allowing the, oh my God. And the Nine of Pentacles, the granddaughter. 3 of Swords. Both of them are heartbroken. But there's another sword here that would belong to this Knight of Pentacles reverse because they're tapped out. They're tapped out. So now we go back to the channel energy because we said this one, the Knight of Pentacles, or there was an energy before the cards even came out that somebody was guaranteed a life of loneliness. That's the other sword. Look at the Ten of Swords. Even when we got to the Ten of Swords, before all of this was uncovered with the cards, we were talking about somebody's getting banged from all directions right now. Oh my. Behind the Three of Swords, y'all, we got a Nine of Cups. So I immediately saw this as somebody just kind of drinking themselves to death, because that's what I heard even. So this is a lifestyle of just drinking now. Just drinking. That's all I'm getting is drinking. This person's just drinking. I heard exposure. So that means they're sloppy with it. People can see it. People can see that this person is a drunk. So I don't know if it's because of their clothes. They wear the same clothes, or they smell, or they're outside on the block stumbling. They got, when they open the car door, all these cans and bottles are falling out because it's like stockpiled of empty containers. Wherever it is that they are, it's like the bottles follow them. It's evident that this person is a drunk. This Knight of Pentacles. Hell, everybody could be drinking right now with this Ten of Swords energy. And then you have the Three of Swords. These people now knowing what the F is going on, because that's how that sentiment feels. Now everybody knows what the F is going on, because people were questioning. People had questions. Those were the people in the channeling. Remember I said the girl was like, that's what they get. It was already a crowd out here. That's what they get, y'all. Behind the Nine of Cups. There they are. Queen of Pentacles. Look. Woo! That's that Nine of Pentacles energy. But you look at the Knight of Pentacles. They were looking at that Nine of Pentacles as somebody who's prosperous, as they were like that young 16-year-old, 17-year-old, however long they've been sleeping with this girl. But now she's a Queen of Pentacles. So she must have inherited this home, because that was the objective anyway. Because we did hear that Knight of Cups, that I keep calling them a Knight of Cups, this King of Cups possibly owned their home, which it sounds like it's true at this point. They had the deed, but this Knight of Pentacles was trying to work themselves onto this deed, or whatever this energy of ownership, licensee, certify energy. They needed their signature on something. But what happened is the Queen of Pentacles ultimately, which was the Nine of Pentacles, ultimately now is the Queen of Pentacles, because something went in their favor. So something wasn't actualized here. So, you know, this Nine of Pentacles could have even played this Knight of Pentacles. Could have. Or somehow, I'm hearing on the back end, when this Knight of Pentacles turned their back, they went and they matured into a Queen of Pentacles and made some moves here. I heard to erase. So they erased some information. Wow. I'm hearing the word sloppy again. So this Nine of Pentacles matured like almost overnight, or was open to some ways here, some ways that they saw in this Knight of Pentacles that they said, oh no, oh no. They were enlightened to become this Queen of Pentacles. Like, nah, I need to handle mines for me. And I'm hearing the legacy of. So this King of Cups could have passed away. So that would be that. So that means everything was handed over to that Nine of Pentacles, who is now the Queen of Pentacles. Wow. Behind the Queen of Pentacles, look, Hierophant. This Queen of Pentacles went through some sort of transformation, which was already mentioned just now with that Hierophant showing up. They said, oh no, they saw something, heard something, read about something, compared notes with friends, maybe family members reaching out like, well, hey, what's going on over there? Like, who's this guy? That's what I'm hearing. Concerned distant family members or neighbors or something. Maybe neighbors got wind and then called or reached out to some long distant relatives. I don't know, because if this King of Cups had owned their home, I'm feeling like they've been there for a while. So maybe they were checking on him from a distance, not really, intruding on them because they knew the granddaughter was there. But maybe they were watching the granddaughter or just keeping up with the granddaughter just to make sure the King of Cups was okay, because they lost their wife. So they were by themselves. Here comes the granddaughter to move in and take care and make sure everything's good. So possibly these neighbors, the long distance relatives, were communicating with the Nine of Pentacles at the time, but they were checking in to say, we're hearing about this guy. Who's this guy that drives this? I'm hearing a certain car that drives a car. So they were watching the movement surrounding this King of Cups, because naturally they were concerned. Those are those people, that's what they get, that we got in the channeling. This Hierophant came in and this Queen of Cups woke the hell up. I'm sorry, not Queen of Cups. Speaking of the King of Cups, so I feel like there's a tie there in that way. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. All right, y'all, let me just keep going. Let me keep going. I'm hearing the word insinuating, but that's why I stopped like that, because I'm like, I keep calling the court cards like a I don't know how to say that. I don't know how to call that, because I felt like I've done that a few times. So I don't know if I'm downgrading them, in the physical or in the spiritual, which would, manifest in the physical. Meaning, if I kept referring to the King of Cups as I was calling them the Knight of Cups, right? So now that I'm able to kind of process that, it's like, the King of Cups, once upon a time, was mobile. They were able to, they were able to move around, but maybe they were bedbound. I said there was something to where they were by themselves. They were no longer able to care for themselves. So boom, there's that. I almost called the Queen of Pentacles the Queen of Cups though just now. That's what triggered me and made me pause for real. Because I'm like, wait a minute. Why would the Queen of Pentacles be a Queen of Cups? We got a King of Cups out here. But then I was like, let me do the math. Then I was like, wait a minute. No. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold the phone, y'all. Hold the phone. It couldn't have been this Queen of Pentacles, which was the Nine of Pentacles originally in the beginning. She couldn't have been participating with these two, with the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Cups. That can't be the scenario. The granddaughter with the grandfather and the Knight of Pentacles, like, it can't. When I heard insinuating, I was like, I can't say that. Like, that can't be possible. But y'all know I can't hold back. I can't. But it was a lot of eyes on this situation for a reason. Like, what the hell is going on over there? And it wasn't just because of this Knight of Pentacles. It's because people were moving funny in this situation, and it stood out to other people who are spiritually inclined. Like, wait a minute, something ain't right with this. Look at the Sun card reverse, y'all, as I move on. And we got the Lovers card reverse right next to that. Y'all, something wasn't right about this. You know, I can handle the Knight of Pentacles messing with, you know, an older gentleman. I can handle that because that's consensual. You know, but obviously the part that, you know, would not be cool is if this King of Cups was at a disadvantage, like mentally, if they were, you know, struggling in their mind, then that would have not been cool. But if it was consensual, then I got no issue with that. We're talking about a Knight of Pentacles dealing with an underage child, having sex with them only to get to this King of Cups, and then tying in a three-party relationship between the three of them. But what I cannot handle and process right now is that Nine of Pentacles, who turned out to be the Queen of Pentacles, having sexual relations with their grandfather, the King of Cups. That's where I draw the line, because I'm like, wait, what? Is that what the hell was going on over there? That people were like, something ain't right? Like, did somebody catch something? Did somebody eyeball something? Did somebody say, well, I'm hearing she's not wrapped too tight? So you could have had people in the family, the distant relatives, I said, who were trying to check in with this Nine of Pentacles to make sure they're good. You know, because these were distant relatives who cared about this King of Cups grandfather energy, but they couldn't be there physically. So this Nine of Pentacles, being, you know, open and willing and needed somewhere to go, was able to move in with the King of Cups grandfather and say, you know, I don't mind, I can help out and do this and buy groceries and make sure the bills are paid. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. They weren't doing anything else. They were trying to get their own lives together as a Nine of Pentacles. So they were trustworthy in that regard, but something else happened here. So it makes me wonder, was the King of Cups, like, were they, I'm hearing mentally debilitated. I knew that they were debilitated physically, but if mentally, if they were struggling in their mind, then that means that they weren't thinking clearly. So they didn't know that that was their granddaughter that they were making passes at, or they were trying to touch on, or whatever. And then the granddaughter, I'm hearing by way, I heard license. So by way of this Knight of Pentacles, might have been seduced, and we knew that this was a manipulative energy by way of this Nine of Pentacles. What were they offering this Nine of Pentacles to say it's okay, it's fine? That the Nine of Pentacles said, okay, I'll do it, or I'll let you do it, or we can do it. I'm hearing disturbing, because that's what I wanted to say. This is disturbing, y'all. Look at the Sun card reverse. On the outside, it might have seemed like everything was fine, but no. People who knew or talked to this Nine of Pentacles, because we heard something about they weren't wrapped too tight or something, they already knew by way of conversation or what they were hearing, what they were seeing, comparing notes with other relatives. Have you talked to, you know, I'm hearing a C initial. Have you talked to Claire or Clarence or something like that? It's a C initial. It could be anybody with a C. First name, last name. I don't know, whatever. I'm gonna get off of that. Have you talked to them? They're comparing notes like, yeah, she did mention that, but you know, I thought that was kind of strange because, and here we are. Something about taking the grandfather somewhere. I don't know if it's an appointment, taking them somewhere. I heard up in arms. That's what got these people together on the same page, like something ain't right. When they took the King of Cups somewhere, like something ain't right with this. Now I'm wondering, where did they go? Where did they take the King of Cups? They got everybody in an uproar. Anyway, y'all, let me keep going. Wow, this is so strange. We got the Lovers card here in the reverse, but this is the dissolvement. I heard of plans. So they did have some sort of ultimate, like, we belong together. I'm hearing Mariah Carey in the background. So they were thinking that, you know, this was meant to be, but it wasn't. I'm hearing with the Lovers card that something like went across a line. So they crossed the line. So if we're talking about an inappropriate relationship, that's one, of course, an underage child with an adult male. But crossing the line in other ways was what we heard. I'm being reminded of the disturbed energy of them taking sexual advantage of an elderly person. Or either, I guess it wouldn't be consensual if the elderly person was not of sound mind when it comes to, was this like, did y'all agree on this? Like, they're not in a position to do for themselves to begin with, is what we heard from the beginning. So that, to me, that would be a crime. Because they don't know their own first name. They can't even tie their shoe or feed themselves. Like, y'all, I'm even seeing like a camera in this King of Cups bedroom, like a tripod set up. I mean, it didn't have to actually be that, but just the symbolism alone lets me know that there's some sort of surveillance on this King of Cups, but I'm hearing improper. So that means that possibly these two, this Knight of Pentacles and that Nine of Pentacles, were making money off of some sort of surveillance. So I don't know if they were making explicit videos and selling them. Is there a market for elderly abuse when it comes to sexual relations with elderly people? These are the questions that I'm asking out loud, because I feel like this needs to be known and it needs to be questioned, because I feel like this is what was the kind of stuff that was going on. But, where there's smoke, there's fire. There had to be some alert set off to bring this thing to a close. Ten of Swords. Next to the Lovers card reverse, we got Eight of Cups reverse. We had an Eight of Cups, the Nine of Cups up here. So the Eight of Cups reverse, meaning they were unable to walk away from something. I heard emotionally bound to something. And then the Hangman reverse. So this Queen of Pentacles is living with some sort of guilt here. Even though they ultimately receive what they receive, meaning the house, the deed, the car, whatever that belonged to the King of Cups, their grandfather. Y'all, that is so weird. I'm being reminded of me saying Queen of Cups, as if they were in a position like they made themselves the spouse or the wife of this King of Cups, but they're really the granddaughter. So could they have lied about their relationship on paper? Y'all, that would make sense. With the Knight of Pentacles talking about paperwork and putting their name on stuff, and then the Knight of Pentacles also weaseling their way into getting on the deed, getting their name on property and stuff like that. That would make so much sense. This Queen of Pentacles posed as the wife of the King of Cups. That's why I was having those blunders with the court cards. Like, why did I want to say this? Why do I want to? Usually I can catch it like that. Okay, that's because. But this one I kept saying it, but then I kept catching myself. But it wasn't expressed to me why. But we get here to the end, and I know why this Nine of Pentacles became the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, y'all, I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm done with this. So was it incestual or was it not? I'm looking at the fact that it could have been inappropriate, incestual between a granddaughter and grandfather. That was a first interpretation, like, wow, this is weird. But now we're at the end of the reading. I'm like, wait a minute. So this Queen of Pentacles was posing as the wife of the King of Cups in order to become that Queen of Pentacles, because they were the Nine of Pentacles, the granddaughter. We got it, y'all. We got their number for sure. We got y'all's number. We know what y'all were doing. Not only do we know, but everybody else knows. And if they didn't know, now they know. All right, y'all. Hope this helps.